Eta orain, gure azken manaldia hasiko gara, gero zuen txanda izango da parte hartzea. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Elko Bass Club. We've been here now for 2 weeks, and now we're very happy to see many of our parents and guardians here today. If you can imagine why we're happy while you're here. 2 weeks was good. 2 weeks was good. 2 weeks is enough. Okay, so the smile's not even forced. Baba Chitteria brought the wine out for the instructors. We're feeling good. No, but all kidding aside, this has been a great camp this year. For myself, this is my 8th Udaleku, serving as an instructor, and I have to say this is the easiest one. Not only because we got a lot of support here in Elko, but we had a great team, and most of the credit though has to go to the 42 students. These 42 took to themselves. Years past, instructors, we always had to kind of come up with some games, try to get them to kind of mix. But this group, already by day one, they were getting along just fine. So it made for a very nice 2 weeks. It's been a great group to work with. And now what we'd like to conclude with is a program, some highlights of what it was that we tried to cover these last 2 weeks. But the best way to get our afternoon program started is with our Chalaparta champions. So now, Joe and Garasi will give the official introductory call to the Udaleku 2006 Emanaldia. Poesak. Here at camp, we were making an effort to teach different facets of bass culture, and one of the things that we were working on was one of the 3 categories of bass dance. The first category that we were teaching was what we called Elis Dansa, and Elis Dansa consists of a handful of bass dances that would be performed during mass, at weddings, dances of that type. And the dance that we were teaching some of the kids was Agura, and that's now what we will commence with. Karikuitsako, Agura Taldea. In one afternoon, it's impossible to try to show you everything that we were trying to work on these last 2 weeks. So to catch some of that material, we wanted to do a brief now PowerPoint to give you some visuals of what it was these young ones were doing over these last 2 weeks. This served as our one of our Udaleku logos. There is no one set logo for Udaleku, but since we were coming to Elko in the last several years has become famous for its running from the bulls, which will be 6 o'clock this afternoon down by the Stockmans in downtown Elko. So with that running from the bulls in mind, we thought we would run with that bull motif. So off we went with Udaleku Elko 2006. We began on Monday morning with orientation, letting the young ones know how we were going to be moving through the next several days. But the person who came most prepared was Aita Marcel Tius. See, Aita Tius, he's done 11 Udalekus. So when he came, he was ready, hard hat and everything. So we were all prepared for 2 weeks of intense work and serious play. Now, one of the things we were trying to show the kids was the panderua, the tambourine. And instructing panderua this year was Mayalen Irastorsa. Mayalen. Here she is in one of the several panderua classes. Later in the program, our 2 pandero champions will be performing. So panderua, tambourine, was one of the electives for the young ones. And also this year, we were teaching the chalaparta. You heard our champions play. And during chalaparta class, every student here at Udaleku had an opportunity to learn the chakun and eren, the duo that these 2 musicians play together. Chalaparta got to be quite a hit. Once we started instructing it, we were hearing this for the last 2 weeks. So maybe it was a mistake that we were teaching that instrument. But anyhow, live and learn.
Apagaste.
Viva Sarra!
Ya están con la grasa, ya sale ya.
Pak Paul. Iya, Pak. Bola la pelota.
over the last 2 weeks to help out in the kitchen. And to all of our host families. To the Eusko Horolica, the Basque government, to the Elko, the Udaleku Basque Club, and the North American Basque organizations. To Arby's, Arctic Circle, Kentucky, Chevron, Winter's Corner, the Elko Daily Free Press, Machi's, the Nevada Dinner House, the Newmont Gold Company, the Old Minstrels, Pepsi of Elko, Review Golf Course, Scoreboard, the Star Hotel, Pokiona Restaurant, the UNR Fire Science Academy, the Vanilla Saffron Importers, and Western Nevada Supply. And last but not least, to two very important people. So please come forward. Bob Echeverria, Anita Francoya. Bob. I think we did that on purpose. Get the crowd. And Udaleku like this is not possible without what we refer to as internal directors. We had an external team, our instructors. We had 4 that came from Europe. My wife and I were from Chino. We had Lisa and Enrique Corcostegui, also from Nevada. So the internal, we came in to put on the camp, but we can't go too far if they don't feed us. If they don't find places for us to sleep and fun things to do. And it's because of these two and how successful they were in getting the resources here in Elko all lined up for Udaleku, and we want to express our appreciation. So Bob and Anita, we prepare our group photo. On the top it says Milasked, and it says our thanks to Bob Echeverria and Anita Francoya for making Udaleku a great success. And also, we wanted to present them with first time out. If this works out, the North American Basque Organizations wants to make this more accessible, but this is one of the greatest single volumes that we have now that serves as an introduction to Basque culture. It came out almost 15 years ago in Basque, and we finally got an English translation. So hot off the press, we wanted to present one of each now to Bob and Anita. And there's going to be a test on this at the end of the day. So Bob, Anita, Idu. Milasked. And one final singing number by the little ones, and then we're going to release them back into your custody. Yeah, I know the cover story, yes. We wanted to send our children so they could learn something about Basque culture. It didn't have anything to do with dumping your kids off for 2 weeks, did it? Busted. Alright, so here's a little something that we're going to be singing on the way home just for you. Under the direction of Yosora Chari, one of the kids' favorites, Asi Dansatsena. their host families. Without the host families, Udaleku doesn't happen. There's not enough money to put everyone in hotels and dorms. So without these Basque and American families who don't open up their homes, there'd be no Udaleku. So the kids want to give you a little something, a flower and a dance. Kids outside, Maki. Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention just for a moment? Hello, Bass Club. Shilik.
Hello, Pastor.
Ladies. Johnny and Jenny Asserts have been doing this dance stuff for a long time, but Elko would not have that brand new refrigerator over there and a new stove coming for the kitchen if Johnny hadn't bailed my butt out on the Basque government grant. I was a little slow in getting my part done and had to be converted to Basque. And he told me the price to do Basque was very high, and it's in this brown bag. So Johnny Sersha, we're doing the Elko grant. This is for you, rattlesnake medicine.
Double wrapped. Responsible drinking.
And I thank Johnny for all his efforts on behalf of Basque throughout the United States with NABO, and he is our NABO facilitator. So thank you, Johnny White. Let's drink to him, Bob. What do you say? All right, we're going to bring them out one more time, one by one. We're going to say their names as now the Basque Happy Campers sign off to Udaleku 2006.
Zuma maintenant. Elko. Tequila.
From Vizcaya, Arik Suriel. Rina Navarra, Lisa Corcostelli, Chino, California, Jenny Sosa, SQ Shiverua, Alta Marcel Kiyu, Chino, California, Jacqueline Gaton, the dynamic duo, Yosana Chari, Gary Craig, Fatamendu. Malaleng Yestersa, Kipuswara. Milesker, thanks for coming out and giving the kids 2 hours they'll never forget.
Está Enrique.
I already did mine, I got my whiskey. We'll see you, Enrique Corcostelli. Our kitchen crew, the host families, Bob, Anita, Elko, we love you. We'll see you down now at the Running from the Bulls. Back again tomorrow at Confetti